good morning. My name is Sherry. I do a daily twin flame reading. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust. There's a message you are meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe. So, spirits, can I please have your highest and best messages for our twin flames today? What's going on? Do you have any guidance you can offer them? So I will just lay these guys out. So I feel like this is a spiritual warrior just came up. This is you, Divine Feminine, that I'm reading. I feel like you have shut the door to the chaos. I feel like you have given up an addiction that you had, or a bad habit maybe. You have got rid of this bad habit. It has released a lot of your fears. It has enabled you to take a closer look at yourself and your life. And I feel like you are connecting, or at least trying to connect with your inner child, trying to nurture that inner child, being kind to that inner child like you always should have been, but maybe you weren't always. The Ace of Fire in reverse, lack of motivation, the Daughter of Air, all talk and no action. The Ace of Air, mental clarity, victory, inner strength. There's lots of air here. So I feel like, Divine Feminine, you are either Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The Three of Air in reverse, releasing pain and forgiveness. So there's a double whammy. So I've got two Three of Swords in reverse, releasing pain. You are taking control of your life in a big way, Divine Feminine. This is very awesome. And this Three of Cups is a celebration card. You deserve to celebrate. You are doing wonderful things. You're helping yourself to be happier. You're nurturing the relationships around you. You're nurturing your inner self and your relationship with your inner child. There is an energy of being held back here, which kind of contradicts all this forward moving energy, but I do feel like somewhere deep down you don't actually believe that you can do it, that you can completely kick this habit, but your angels, your ancestors, they want you to know that yes, you can do this. You're already doing it, and it's a daily thing, a daily challenge. And it's important for you to not feel selfish by focusing on yourself right now. The only way through this tumultuous, chaotic time, the only way through it is to go through it and to pay attention to yourself and your needs, and to listen to those things and to accommodate your spirit. If you need quiet, if you need beauty, go outdoors. Find a quiet spot where you can sit. If you need to stretch, go and do some stretching. If you need to smell something wonderful, I don't know, whatever soothes your soul, whatever it is that you need, do it. Because you're trying to find different ways of coping rather than just this same old bad habit that you are trying to get over. The Four of Air in reverse, restlessness. The Five of Water in reverse, moving on, acceptance and forgiveness. And the Six of Air, clarity, harmony after strain, a regretful but necessary transition, a rite of passage, a long journey over healing waters. Clarity. So by ending this addiction, or by taking a break from this addiction, from working on it, because I think most addictions, a lot of addictions, they are lifelong things, like smoking cigarettes. If I was to go smoke a cigarette right now, then I'd be back to a pack a day, I'm sure. No, thank you. But that's the addictive nature of my personality. Like I get addicted to things very easily. So this addiction may stalk you your whole life. And that's okay, because each day you feel stronger, and each day that you go without, you feel more powerful. And then one day it'll be like a month, and then it'll be 6 months, and then a year. And then you have these wonderful anniversaries to celebrate how strong you are, and how, to reflect back and see what it was. Why were you a slave to that thing, to that habit? What was it about that habit that kept you there for so long? Were you able to avoid social situations? Were you better, more social in social situations? And I don't mean better, like a better person or anything. I mean that like really with quotes, because I mean like more comfortable, I suppose, in large social groups. We're not all comfortable in big groups, and so maybe if you're a drinker, maybe the drinking made you a little more jovial and a little friendlier, and seemingly made it seem like your relationships were better and that you were more fearless. But that alcohol and that fake persona is just a mask of who you really are, and it makes you feel invincible. However, there are other ways to get that feeling. This, for example, is the Daughter of Fire. Enthusiasm, discovery, free spirit. This is an energy of freeing your spirit. And this is possibly the euphoria, the same euphoria that you get from whatever addiction it was that you had. Maybe you're smoking weed, or maybe you're drinking, or you have a sexual addiction, sex addiction. But this same euphoria can be found when you really truly realize your soul's purpose, when you truly realize the love that you have for yourself. Cause and effect. Putting things in place. Your angels suggest putting things in place, thoughts in place, plans or I used to set reminders on my phone to remind me of the good things about me, or to remind me to think of something a different way, or to signal that it's time to start journaling for the day or whatever. Setting reminders, setting yourself up for good habits, making these things easier for yourself, is the way to freeing your spirit, because it isn't always easy to remember in the day-to-day moments when life is going on and things are going on around you. It's sometimes hard to stop and remove yourself from it, and to take a look at things from a different perspective, from the perspective of maybe your higher self or whatever. Very vague, I know, sorry. The Father of Water in reverse. This is somebody who is emotionally manipulative. The Mother of Air in reverse. Someone who's emotionally manipulative, very emotional, cold-hearted. Who is this person? I think these are a couple of the people around you. You have somebody who, maybe it's a parent, who makes it hard for you to love yourself. It's an important adult in your life, an important family member, or maybe a teacher or something, somebody that you respect and you look up to them. And they are hard to please. There's a message of love here, and I feel like that message is to sort of kill them with kindness, like to continue to love this person in spite of them they don't quite understand what you are embarking on here. This person doesn't quite understand the whole concept of a spiritual journey, and you are being encouraged to love them really hard through this entire time period. The Mother of Earth in reverse, imbalance, family commitments. So it's funny actually that this represents an imbalance, right, in family commitments, and I feel like the imbalance is that you are supposed to extra love this person. This person. The Mother of Air and the Father of Water in reverse. So not as wonderful, not as loving, not as supportive, doesn't necessarily get what you're doing, but that creates a challenge. It's almost a test for you to love to a fault. It's as hard to love that person as much as it is hard for you to love your inner child. And it's good practice for you to practice on this external person to start with, because they are a little difficult to love lately. The Seven of Fire. Yeah, a challenge, overcoming obstacles. The Spirit Guide card comes up, which is the Judgment card. Rebirth, learning about your inner calling. Rebirth, basically, I think, falling in love with yourself again. And it sounds like a big dramatic episode, but it's actually very simple. If you think back to when you were a little kid, if you can remember to when you were a little kid and just in the moment, what were you thinking of? Were you thinking about how terrible you were? Probably not. Were you thinking about what was fun, what you were going to do next, what you were doing now? Are you hungry? You know, like very basic. Are you tired? What's so funny? You know, like very basic needs. And I feel like we need to get back to that place as adults, back to a simpler time. The Three of Fire in reverse. Lack of foresight. The Three of Earth in reverse. Lack of skills or disregard for your skills. The Six of Water in reverse. Stuck in the past. And the Father of Earth. Security, control, discipline, abundance, successful man who works with finance and figures. So I feel like you are going to get a lot out of this experience of this challenge and struggle with this unsupportive person that you are being guided to love hard. Be flexible. Look within for comfort when you don't get it externally. Look within for support for your journey. You can ask your higher self for support. You can ask your ancestors for support, your spirit guide. It's not going to be easy this next time period where you are this person that you're going to be loving so hard. They're going to resist as well. And so it's really going to be a bit of a challenge for you. But I feel like you're up for it. I feel like it's not going to last forever. It's going to create a place where you and this person connect. You're going to meet in the middle at some point here. There's going to be some sort of cooperation, some sort of understanding, acceptance, being okay with not having to be right. I feel like there's a new energy is going to come out of this time period with you and this person. There's going to be lots of growth, a meeting of the minds, and a soul, like a connection, a deeper connection. You're going to meet halfway. The Nine of Earth in reverse. Okay. So you have a wealth of gifts. You have some pretty great character traits. It feels like your sense of humor, your ability to have an open mind, your ability to see things in a different light or a different perspective are really, really, really going to come in handy for you within this relationship in the next little while. It's probably always been very useful, these have probably been useful traits already. But just know that you have the tools to make this work. This is a relationship that is kind of fundamental and important to you. So it is important that you possibly consider a lighter approach. That's what I mean. Love them, kill them with kindness, be lighthearted and jovial. I'm going to pull a card from the animal spirit deck. We'll see what the animals have to say to us today. Let's go this guy. Ooh. The panther. Wow. So the panther represents annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When you're in balance, you are brave and productive. When you're out of balance, you are self-destructive. And looky, you were very self-destructive. And to bring yourself into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. So, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. You are on the right path. Be strong. Keep up the amazing work with not relying on this bad habit or this addiction anymore. Trying to find a different way to live your life, trying to find a way to live without it and to replace it with something healthier and something that makes you feel good, truly feel good, deep on the inside. So thank you guys so much for listening. I really wish you amazing success with this. Keep breathing, you guys. I love you. Namaste.